Welcome everyone to our 94th annual May Day Festival, and our kicking off the festival tonight. We're so thrilled that you could be with us. This is one of those traditions that, you know, it makes Port Coquitlam what Port Coquitlam is. It brings together young people, it brings together not so young people, like our friend Councillor Washington, but it really represents that small town charm that we love about Port Coquitlam. And one of the things, even though we're growing as a community and we're expanding, as you can see what we're doing here at the Rec Center. If you haven't been here before, if you've just driven by, there's a lot going on here. And over the next number of years, we'll continue the growth, the changes of this facility. You can see that no longer is anything on the other side of those walls there, and there's different entrances, and there's piles of dirt everywhere. And so what we look at this is not only are we building a new rec center for our community, we're really building a strong foundation for our downtown, which is really that anchor to Port Coquitlam. So bear with us as we go through this over the next few years. There will be changes pretty much probably every time you show up here, there'll be something different. So just bear with us as we go through that. So we're really excited about May Day. It is that just fantastic time that brings our community together. That's tonight and activities throughout the week. I do want to make some introductions of some very special people that are with us tonight. First, I want to introduce our head table. And so we have the 2016 May Queen, Rachel Brown. The 2016 May Day Ambassador, Gavin Yan. This year's May Queen, Ava Dickinson. This year's Ambassador, Daniel Harvey. Our first Princess, Katrina Hera. And our record bearer, Jaden Jim. I want to introduce some of our elected folks that are with us. Our MP, Ron McKinnon, and his wife, Christine. I'll give an extra shout out for Ron because this week his private member's bill, which does not happen too often when a private member puts a bill forward, got passed and got royal assent. So congratulations, Ron. We really Our long-serving MLA, Mike Farnsworth, is with us. And of course, we have our members from City Council. We have our chair of our Healthy Community Committee, Councillor Laura DuPont. We have the vice chair of the committee, Councillor Brad West, with his wife Blair. I'll start that again. Councillor Brad West with his wife Blair and his son Liam. Sorry about that. And our other Healthy Community member, community committee member, maybe there's too much in there for me, Councillor Daryl Penner and his wife Brenda. We also have with us Councillor Mike Forrest and his wife Karen. Councillor Glenn Pollock and his wife Christine. And over here, Councillor Washington, Dean Washington. So as many of you probably know, but if you don't, the May Day is put on by a group of volunteers with lots of support from the city, but this is really a community-driven festival. And so we really want to give a huge round of applause and thank you to all of the members of the May Day Task Force. And first, we'll recognize him by himself, because I know he does so much work on this, is Bob Lee, the chairperson. And complimenting Bob, and I will tell you, they start the planning for next year's the day after this year finishes. Probably tonight they're thinking of what they're going to do next year. So this is a year-round commitment. But we want to thank Russ McMurchie. I guess you thought I was going to go through this long list. Well, we could do that. Maybe you're all hungry, that's what it is. Ansley Meldrum, Lisa Nadlin, Jennifer Swatsnik, Walter Van Drimmelen, Susan Walden, Bentley Yamora, Richard, and those people are there, so we'll clap for them. And some of the 4 others that passed on their regrets tonight, Richard McElmoy, Edward Tay, Linda Sawarski, and Samantha and Ryan Van Loan. If we could give them a big round. I do also want to introduce a few other people. We have Ann Huntley, the president of the Wilson Center Seniors Advisory Association, that plays a big part in tonight's festivities. Representing our school, the 2017 May Queen, representing the schools of our 2017 May Queen is Kim Tompkins, the principal of Castle Park Elementary. And I want to also acknowledge our Port Coquitlam school trustees, Judy Shira is right here, and Michael Thomas is right here. We also want to thank our Red Surge, our RCMP that are with us tonight, Sergeant Grant Flourish and Corporal Justin Abels. Our piper this evening, which will pipe us in later on, is Anne Sheriff, who will play with who plays with the Royal Canadian Legion Band 133. Just a few more. There's a lot of people that put this on, and it is important that we recognize everyone. I want to thank also Judy Schmidt, our president of the Port Coquitlam Heritage and Cultural Society, for spending the honor with us. Our chief administrative officer, who helps all of us sort of guide all of this around, John Liebert and his wife Brenda, or Julie, sorry. Sorry, John, I didn't mean to.
It's going to be a problem with you.
I'm not sure why you're all red. Sorry about that. Our Parks and Recreation Director, Lori Bowie. And I also want a special shout out to our Freedom of the City. These are individuals that served on council for many years, that made this community the community that it is, and we give them the highest honor that we can, which is Freedom of the City. So I'd like to acknowledge, Mike Farnsworth is one, and we already introduced Mike over here, but Michael Wright and his wife Thalka. And I want to say a special thank you to Michael. He is the one that took all of these wonderful photos of your kids practicing to be ready for tonight and have them up here, and he's done that now for a number of years. And Michael, thank you so much for doing that. And I'm not going to mention them all by name, but we have many of the Maypole dance teachers and instructors with us tonight, and we do want to give a special thanks to all of you for spending all of that extra time to helping continue on the tradition of Maypole dancing here in Port Coquitlam. So thank you so much for that. Okay, so now we're ready for dinner. Excellent. You will find a number on the table in front of you. Rob over here is going to draw numbers to see who comes first, and I've always found that that's a really good thing for me not to do it, because if you're last, then you get mad at Rob. So anyways, have a good dinner, and I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll talk about how we're going to go through the rest of the evening. Rob. So we have a couple speeches that we're going to ask some people to come up to introduce our May Queen and our ambassador to you. Then we're going to go through a process that, this is all actually part of the May Day tradition, where we're going to give out some gifts, as you can see over there to my left, your right, to all of our royal party. And then we'll get ready to go into the big arena for the May Day dancing. So first, join me in welcoming Kim Tompkins, who's the principal of Castle Park Elementary, who is here to say a few words about our incoming May Queen.
Thank you this evening for this opportunity. This is my first time here, so I'm thoroughly enjoying it, so thank you very much for that. As her principal at Castle Park Elementary, it is my distinct pleasure to be here speaking a few words about your May Queen, Ava Dixon. I began by writing down my own thoughts about this wonderful student and person, but then I decided to go beyond my own thoughts and sought out teachers who have worked with Ava throughout her time at Castle Park. To a person, the descriptors were committed, kind, a quiet leader, humble, willing to help at any moment. Ava can be relied on, and she is a student who exemplifies excellence academically, socially, musically, and athletically. She continues to be involved in every aspect of school life. Ava, I know you will be an excellent ambassador for the youth of Port Coquitlam and the May Day festivities, and I could not be more pleased for you. I extend you my very best wishes, and I know you will enjoy every minute. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was wonderful. And next up is to introduce our ambassador, and unfortunately, the principal wasn't able to come from Ecole del Panier, Millardville, to join us this evening, but we have a great pinch hitter. So I would like to introduce Councillor Brad West, who's the Vice Chair of our Healthy Community Committee, to say a few words on behalf of Eric Leclerc about the incoming ambassador.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to say these words on behalf of the principal of École de Pioneer. We're very sorry that we couldn't be here today to witness this special ceremony. The students and staff at École de Pioneer are absolutely delighted that Daniel has been chosen to represent our school. Daniel is a very engaged student, curious and dependable. He's a great team player and enjoys participating in all of our school activities, always with a great attitude. We're very proud of him, and thank you again for this honor.
Thanks, Councillor West. Now I'm pleased to introduce Ann Huntley, who's the president of the Wilson Centre Senior Advisory Association, who's here to present a special gift to our 2017 May Queen, Ambassador, First Princess, and Record Bearer. Ann.
Good evening. On behalf of the Wilson Centre Senior Advisory Association, it gives me great pleasure to present each member of the 2017 May Day Royal Party Executive with an extra special commemorative gift. In recognition of the additional work that you will be doing or could be asked to do throughout your year as May Queen and Ambassador. We also recognize the First Princess and the Record Bearer, as they may be called upon as second in command. If you can't fulfill your duties, you may have to take place. I will call up each of you separately to ask you to come and get your gift. 2017 May Queen Ava Dixon. First Princess, Katrina Herrera. '17 Ambassador, Daniel Harvey. And not to be left out, 2017 record bearer, Jaden Jin. Please give these youngsters a real hearty welcome because they are going to look after our city for the next year.
All right, before we go on to present the royal party, I do want to acknowledge a few other people that pulled together this evening. So please join me in thanking Austin Gourmet Catering for the excellent job of our meal tonight. Also, a big round of applause for our Parks and Recreation staff that are all around here helping out as well. And this is one of those things where when you work in Parks and Rec, this becomes another added duty on the side of your desk. But I can tell you from someone that used to work in Parks and Recreation, it was one of the most exciting times of the year. So we give a big round of applause for our Parks and Rec staff. If we could give one really big round of applause for Bob Lee and the May Day Task Force that volunteers so much time to put this on every year. And lastly, we want to thank you as all of the parents who, I know you live busy lives and you're running your kids to dance and sports and all over the place, and then they get this honor of being part of the May Day, and now you got to run them here to the rec center to learn dances and all that sort of stuff. So we want to say thank you to each and every one of you for adding that to your extra duties. We really, truly appreciate it, and we appreciate that it helps keep this tradition alive in Port Coquitlam. So now we are going to go through giving out some gifts. Bob Lee, our chairperson of the May Day Task Force, is going to give them out. I'm going to help him, and I'm going to ask Councillor DuPont to come up and read out the names. As Councillor DuPont's coming up, I will tell you from the city, each child will receive a keepsake autograph book that includes a group photo, a City of Port Coquitlam t-shirt, fire and safety disaster planning activity book, and a reflective zipper, poles, and stickers. So a little bit of safety, a little bit of fun in there for all of our children. So Councillor DuPont, over to you.
Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for being here this evening. I am going to talk about the 2017 Lancers. Maika Aldous from Central. Anthony. Should I wait? Okay. Can you please go up and see the mayor?
Not like being sent to the principal's office, eh? They close him in there. Oh my goodness. We're in so much trouble. You don't even know his name.
Anthony Ballet Coroyu from Hope Lutheran Christian. Vincent Fan from James Park. Nicholas Fowler from Kilmer. Tyler Nadalin from Castle Park. Marcus Paul from Mary Hill. Marcus Serban from Hazel Trembath. Cedric Thomas from Irvin. Paige Fenner from James Park is our first flower girl. Ella Flynn from Birchland. Tegan Gold from Hazel Trembath. Violet Jarvis from Westwood. Ainsley Mull from Central. Amelia Mercer from Kilmer. Abigail Pauley from Cedar Drive. Kate Pierce from Castle Park. Showar from Hope River Christian. Serena Smith from Lee. Melanie Thomas from Urban. Irina Unger from Mary Hill. Kaya Whitson from Mary Hill. And on to the princesses. Katie Chan from Hazel Trembath.
Tuck all these back in your bag now. Grab your bag.
Elisa Guzzo Bonifacio from Urban.
Put the other, this one in here too.
Syra Heffernan from Birchland.
Can you sign my autograph book? Can you sign mine? Sure. You have a pen, so okay. Share the pen.
Sarah Hughes from Kilmer. Victoria Loyal from James Park. Zoe Marshall from James Park.
Unless I leave it with somebody. Which I'm fairly sure I will do. Will do.
table guests, our 2016 May Queen, Rachel Brown from James Park Elementary. Our 2016 Ambassador, Gavin Yang from Scott Creek Middle School.
Asking if you would share.
2017 May Day Queen, Ava Dixon from Castle Park Elementary.
Yeah. Do you want Anthony's to sign? Okay. Do you want to team up in a group with three and we go around everywhere?
The 2017 May Day Ambassador, Daniel Harvey from Ecole de Pioneer, the Mayarville.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, this is mine.
This is one that my friend
Yeah.
Our 2017 First Princess, Katrina Herrera from Ecole Mary Hill Elementary.
the autograph. They're all collected.
Want to sign
So it's not
mine?
one
Okay.
And our 2017 record bearer, Jaden Jin from Hope Lutheran Christian School.
Wait, Marcus, could you sign mine?
They'll pass the microphone back to the mayor for closing remarks.
Where's mine?
Thank you, Councillor DuPont. That was wonderful. So, is everyone ready now for the opening ceremonies? You remember all your dance steps that you're not going to forget out there. It's all going to be wonderful. Okay, so before we head into the arena, I want to mention a couple highlights about the week coming up. Of course, next Saturday is our May Day Parade. Starts at 11 a.m. I know everybody's probably excited because you're in it, which makes it much better. There is a saying around Port Coquitlam that half of the community's in the parade and the other half of the community's watching the parade. So if we could put a few people in charge of the weather, that would be really great because sun really helps out getting people out. And of course, after the May Day Parade, we have a whole bunch of family fun. We have the May Day Block Party, which is happening right in Lee Square. We have performers Greg Drummond at 1 o'clock. We have an artisan market with over 30 vendors. And we have Biz Alley, where we have a lot of businesses coming out along Donald Street. So a ton of activity happening after the May Day Parade right there in downtown POCO. And of course, on Sunday, May 14th, is Mother's Day at Lions Park. So for all you kids out there that forget to get something for your Mother's Day, you just tell them, I have a special surprise for you. You have to drive me down to Lions Park. There's fun, there's activities, there's arts, there's craft, there's breakfast, there's lunch. It's all looked after for you. And you can treat your mom very special while she gets to relax in the park and you can go play in the amazing playground. And so and there's lots of activities almost every night this week happening around the community. So for all that information, just go to our website at portcoquitlam.ca/Mayday, and you'll see all of the activities that are going on there. All right, we're just about to head into the arena. But before we do, and I don't think they're actually here, can we give a big round of applause to Shelley and Stephanie, who helped us out and did all of the things? Okay, so here's the official part's over, but don't get up just yet because we've been doing this for a few years now, and it can't just be a mass rush in there because people all sit in different areas. So, again, Shelley and Stephanie are going to organize the royal party and the dignitaries, so we'll ask everyone to stay there. And everybody knows Shelley, so wave. Glenn Mitchell, where's Glenn? Glenn in the back corner here is going to take the VIPs, and I think you know who you are, to the guests in the arena. And then Rob Sullivan, where's Rob? There's Rob. Rob is going to take all the parents of the royal party over to the arena to ensure that you find your seats. Okay? So everybody knows what category they're in. They know which person they're following to make sure you find your place in the right spot there. So thanks everyone. Enjoy yourself as part of the dancing we have coming up and the rest of the week.